In the middle of a desert, a stranger said something to me. "You are a very good guy." I almost cried. Why? I'll tell you at the end.
I spent 12 days in India. This is that story. I came prepared for India. India was not prepared for me. Heat in my face. Not regular heat. August in India. 42 degrees Celsius. The air itself is warm. Breathing it in, you feel it in your lungs. And then the honking started. In India, honking isn't about danger. It's a language. I'm here. I'm moving. Move. Hello. All of it. I had to walk to my accommodation. I opened the map app. The route on the map and the actual street were different things. In India, map apps are suggestions, not answers. A motorcycle comes from the right, a rickshaw from the left, a car walking towards me from straight ahead. Cows just walk around in India. Cars don't honk at cows, they wait. Where exactly have I come? I got to my room and closed the door. For the first time, the honking got quieter. I just sat there. It was still day one. New Delhi has the India Gate, a war memorial built in 1931. 42 meters tall, beautiful. When you're there taking photos, Indian uncles walk up and ask to take photos with you. At first, I didn't understand why, but after a few more days, you get it. An East Asian traveler is interesting here. Then Mumbai, India's financial capital, Bollywood, fashion. I wanted to walk by the ocean. I walked along the water. It was a little dirty, a lot dirty. Every wave brought trash with it. That's India. Beautiful things and messy things sharing the same space. So I swam in the hotel pool in India, hotel pool. Mumbai Skyline, Arabian Sea in the distance. Travel is that, isn't it? When the plan doesn't work, you find the pool. Honestly though, New Delhi, Mumbai, I didn't feel like I'd found India yet. They were big cities. Hotter, louder, more chaotic big cities.
So I went to Rajasthan.
Jodhpur, called the Blue City. Buildings painted blue. In photos, stunning. In person, pretty dirty. So many people, so loud. My first stop walking in was, why did I come here? Then the next morning, I climbed up to the fortress, Mehrangarh Fort, built in 1459, sitting on a 36-meter vertical cliff. From up there, you look down at blue rooftops as far as you can see. Someone poured blue paint over this entire place centuries ago, and it never washed it off. And I did the Zipline, 6 courses. I'm not someone who loves ziplines. Heights aren't really my thing. The moment the first one launched, the fortress was flying past, blue rooftops breathing below, wind filling my ears. I screamed, actually screamed. From up here, it's one of the most beautiful things I've seen. That's India. Completely different country depending on where you're standing. Jaisalmer arrived from Jodhpur, and it felt different immediately. Jodhpur was a city I had to survive. Jaisalmer was a city I wanted to stay in. The whole city is built from yellow sandstone. At sunset, it glows like actual gold. I exploded with the tuk-tuk driver, who became something like a local guide, like a friend who grew up here. Meeting someone like that in travel, you don't know how rare it is until it happens. And then I found Kim Cafe, a small place inside the Jaisalmer fort. I went back almost every day, not loud, not rushed. The owner, this wonderful woman, would bring something over and just be there.
The place I stayed, $3 a night, a bed, a fan, those are the contents. Bathroom outside, shared. Strangely, I didn't hate it. It felt like setting everything down. Only what's necessary, nothing extra. That $3 room had a quiet opinion about that.
I bought a kutra for the desert. The shopkeeper said it looked good on me. Whether that was true or just good business, I still don't know. Either way, I put it on and headed for the desert. It was my first time ever seeing a desert. Sand as far as you can see. I rolled out on a camel. When a camel stands up, the front legs go first, so you lurch forward. Then the back legs, you jerk backward. Twice. I nearly yelled both times. Riding through the desert, you feel the city noise getting further away. No honking, no one to sell you anything. Just camel footsteps and wind. I had no thoughts, just nothing, just present. Chai, Indian spice milk tea, hot, sweet, fragrant. Drinking chai on desert sand. Best thing I tasted the whole trip. In New Delhi, Mumbai, Jodhpur, I was trying to see India, landmarks, photos, check the box. But sitting here in the sand with stranger drinking tea, this was more India than any of that. That's when one of the locals says something in English.
Really many Korean coming with me safari, but you are very good guy, talking, enjoy. Really?
I felt something shift in my chest. Not crying exactly, but close.
I thought about it later. For 12 days in India, I've been tense, worried about being scammed, getting lost, worse up the whole time. But here in the desert, with nothing around us, just sitting, this person, who I'd known for maybe an hour, said I seemed like a good guy. India gave me something in that moment. Not an experience, not a photo, just one sentence. And that was everything. Night came. Back home, you can barely see stars. Too much light. In the desert, the stars were incredible. Visible with the naked eye. More than I've ever seen. How small am I right now? And why does that feel so comfortable? The next morning, I had a simple breakfast with my friends. The morning air was crisp. I felt fresh. Really fresh. I caught a dawn train back to New Delhi. By plane, 90 minutes. I took the train 18 hours and 50 minutes. The desert taught me something about going slow. A woman was sharing my compartment, traveling alone. The specific awkward silence of a stranger in a small space. India started scrolling past, and we started talking. We ate together. It was good. She said, people think Indians are cold to foreigners. We are not. We just wait for you to come first. When you do, we give everything. I thought back to day one at the airport. 10 people talking to me at once. Words up immediately. Some of them might have just wanted to say welcome. For 18 hours, India scrolled past like a film. Desert becoming plains. Plains becoming farmland. A kid waving from trackside. Things you cannot see from a plane. A plane flies over India. A train moves through it. I slept for most of it. That's 18 hours. But the moment I woke and looked up, quietest, deepest moments of the whole trip. On the way to the airport, I heard honking. It was quieter than I remembered. That was a first sign something had changed. I didn't come back from India with some grand revelation, but small things shifted. I get less rattled when planes fall apart. I tense up less when strangers approach me. I understand now that uncomfortable doesn't mean bad. I slept in a $3 room with an outdoor bedroom, and it was fine. India takes things from you. Comfort, control, predictability, and puts something else there. A little less fear of the unfamiliar. And that sentence in the desert, you are a very good guy. I understand now why it hit the way it did. The whole trip I was trying to get something from India. Experiences, photos, stories. But the moment I stopped wanting anything, just sat on the sand with strangers drinking tea, India came to me first. That's travel, I think. Not going to take, going to let go. India will not let you in. But the moment you stop trying to, it gives you everything.